OpenAI's latest agent operator is here. It is being considered as the latest breakthrough in the world of AI agents. But there is something that not many are talking about. So watch this video till the end to know how operator works and how well it works. If you are big on productivity and like saving time by offloading your decisions such as booking your flights, making reservations for the dinner date, or ordering your food to an agent, operator is good for you. As per the OpenAI demo, the operator asks for your approval on critical actions, like the times when it requires access, logging into a certain application or your account. So, from that perspective, I find it interesting. Now, one can also think that if I need to still sit on top of it, then this is not being productive. Well, there is no denying that. But here is what I would suggest: think of agent as your assistant. Like when my EA asks for my preferences and shares the final well researched output that fits my requirements, I don't mind spending time at the last step. And this is the trade off between being extra productive by offloading those extra few seconds or minutes versus keeping your accounts safe. So, if you are pro agentic AI, you can certainly try it out at $200 per month through the pro subscription. But that is what everyone is talking about. I want to add more. It is certainly a big moment in technology space. I mean, a decade ago, if you think of it, it would have sounded like a work of fiction. But today, here it is, doing browsing on its own, leveraging chain of thoughts and reasoning. But is it perfect? No, it is just a beginning, like typical of any technology breakthrough. Fast forward a couple of years, I'm sure we will look back at it as a big inflection point. So remember the evergreen reality of AI softwares. It is iterative development. So while I appreciate the operator agent and its performance, I've seen the videos of the demo. My main focus is on five key things that I'm going to list down here. First one is, let's just talk about the grocery example being shown in the demo itself. I was finding it strange that it did not even ask details that how many people is it going to serve for, like how much grocery needs to be ordered. It needs to account for that. The second concern is the demos that you will see, they are talking about how it's all hands free, but it would have made more sense if the demo shows end to end process of hands free. That is, even writing the prompt to express your intent is also time consuming and is not productive either. So, a futuristic design which would have audio capability and the end results of final grocery order that's waiting for my approval would have made more sense to me. I personally hate writing down everything, even while expressing it through prompt. So, I could easily talk it out. I would have appreciated that. The third one is the use cases themselves. It's been currently presented on grocery shopping, flight booking, and making reservations. And I'm seeing that it's already received labels like not being very practical use cases, and it's sounding more like a toy use case, and which is utterly useless. On my side, if you would ask me, I would have loved to see the application for some more tasks which are time consuming for me and the ones that make real difference. The one that comes on top of my mind is something like applying jobs on behalf of the candidate. So something like it can automatically edit the base version of the resume by highlighting the skills that are key for the role that the candidate is looking for, writing a cover letter accordingly that emphasizes why the candidature is a better fit. That for me would be a highly effective use. Later on, it can evolve where you can arrange the end-to-end interview process like scheduling time, follow-ups, etc. That would have been counted as an added bonus. So what do you think? Trust me, like scheduling is a big time-consuming activity for me. And I'll give you one more example. I run the 1% AI Club community, as part of which I organize monthly meetups. And now imagine I want to schedule the meetings at the time that's convenient for leaders across the time zones. And that's not it. There are constraints like some people do not prefer weekdays while others have reservations regarding their weekend availability. So add to that the fact that folks keep getting added into the community over a period of time. So it is a dynamic process where scheduling gets adjusted to meet the preferences of majority of the members. I would have loved some help there. The point number four is above everything else, despite the operator agent checking for my approval, I would still be concerned about letting remote access and control of any bit of my system. I travel a lot. I make frequent travel bookings, flight bookings. So while I certainly find it good that I've been pointed to the options that are relevant for me and I can choose from them, I do have my reservations about letting an agent handle my accounts. Who knows what it can do without my knowledge, where it can go berserk and misuse any of the confidential information, breaching security checks. It's a major trust issue that I think will unfold in times to come. Till then, I am better off doing such tasks myself. And finally, my concern is what's new in it? I mean, Anthropic's computer use did it already months ago. And many pro subscribers are already complaining that it is very slow. Lastly, I would like to share a genuine and thoughtful remark. That's, I think, someone made it in the comment section of one of the OpenAI's demo video. So some days it could be Rabbit R1 or Anthropic, other days it could be DeepSeek. For me, if you ask, it appears more like a catch up game. I've seen everyone going head over heels on prompt engineering because to get the right answers, the onus is on you to ask the right questions. It all comes down to how you nudge these LLMs. Its main USP is the ability to understand human language like never before. But while we are mesmerized with the language understanding part of it, we also need to know that language is ambiguous even for us as humans. Take a look at this example. I saw the man with the telescope. Now, it could mean that the speaker saw a man who had a telescope, or the other version could be the speaker used the telescope to see a man. You see how lack of specific rules leave a lot of scope for interpretation, which is not how code works. So this reminds me of another example I'll tell you. Recently, I was on a global tour, and while crossing one of the tourist places, I saw a billboard that wrote "Small Animal Hospital." And immediately my mind ran to understand what the authorities actually intended to say. Like, are they saying that they are a hospital for small animals or that they are a small hospital for animals? So, all in all, what I want to say is that ensuring that requirements are well communicated is key.